Whoa, what kind of messed up place is this? Hey, what's in the jars?
Remove your shoe. Stand up.
Come on! Right? Whoa! No, left!
This is amazing.
We gotta get whoa! I'm gonna have a corner!
How long does this last?
That's the problem.
How about these?
Those will work.
Stupid ass.
And once again, these two teams, Seattle 2-1 edge. All three games very close. Largest margin of victory has been 4. As Payton brings it up for 3. Payton off the mark.
There was always a lot of gambling, a lot of trapping, double teaming all over the place. So a guy like that, never was really left alone with people. The philosophy is totally different under Paul Westphal.
And the Sonics still struggling, 0 for 6 from the field. Vin Baker is in for the first time. Bryant quickly down the other end, way off the mark. He has had a difficult season, and injuries a big part of it. Payton tiptoes along the baseline, following Colony. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 3. That's good. Gary Payton, his first field goal. A little bit of a sarcastic cheer from the crowd. Sonics down 3. Robert Ory in the game for the first time. Bryant, nice feed inside to O'Neal. Pretty pass from Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal already with 9 points.
A good ball movement on the part of the Lakers, and that time
Bryant's only taken 1 shot so far.
He can get it whenever he wants.
Bryant posting up on Payton, shooting over Kobe Bryant, and gets the bounce. Kobe Bryant with his first field goal. Lakers back up by 5.
This is a good matchup. You got the point guard for Seattle, Gary Payton, going against the big guard in Kobe Bryant. But
Payton, nice feed inside to Baker, and then Baker able to put it in on the reverse side.
it's hard to believe that Vin Baker could keep his body in the air that long. Do not leave Dale Ellis, no matter what. We'll take care of everything else. Don't give another look. I'm paraphrasing there. I think that's what he meant.
And the runner by Payton doesn't go. O'Neal another rebound. They're shooting 53% from the field. Bryant on the pull-up. Kobe Bryant knocks it down. Shot clock is turned off here at the end of the first. Payton on the drive against Bryant. Pushes off a bit. Flips it up. Hooks it in. At the buzzer. Gary Payton struggling for much of the first quarter as the Sonics having difficulty shooting. It's a big basket to pull them within 5. Not the team lead. Kobe Bryant at 38 leads the team in minutes. Travis Knight has come in for the first time. Payton going right at Bryant. Double team. Kicks it out. Baker. Bryant right at Payton. Knocked off behind by Hawkins. Good help defense from Hersey Hawkins. There's no question that trade has been a problem in terms of defensively. Payton with 6 on the shot clock. Quick 3. That's good. Gary Payton from way downtown. And the Sonics are pull within 1. Chance of defense here now at Key Arena. Payton drives underneath. And an easy 2 for Gary Payton.
Well, there's that pick and roll offense that we thought we'd see early in this ballgame involving Shaq, as he did not slide down or come over and cut the driver off.
And then hope that Sacramento or Minnesota goes on some losing streaks. Payton on the steal. Underneath and an easy 2. Derek Fisher telegraphed his pass, and nobody takes advantage better than Gary Payton.
Right in the passing lane, Gary Payton saw it all the way, read the eyes of Derek Fisher, and easily going in and finishing at the other end. No real resistance from Derek Fisher.
Payton goes right at Glenn Rice, flips it up, blocked by Kobe Bryant. Bryant spin, pulls up, A fairly quiet first half for Kobe Bryant. He has just 6 points, but the Lakers back up by 1.
And the lack of transition defense on the part of Seattle that time as Gary Payton getting back on defense opens up easy scoring opportunities at the other end.
Ellis trying to set himself up. And an offensive foul is called. Gary Payton pushing off, and that's his second. Shot clock is turned off. Final seconds. Payton against Hawker, spinning underneath, and Gary Payton puts it in. And the Sonics go up by 4. O'Neal, there's a double team. Bryant on the move. Kobe Bryant knocks it down. Bryant with 8.
Now this time the double team came, and they rotated to Fisher because he made that last shot, and that gave Kobe Bryant a good look, one of his rare ones in this game.
O'Neal was getting it so deep in the first quarter. It was an easy 2. Bryant left open. It's a 3. Kobe Bryant knocks it down.
Kobe Bryant, just a 26% shooter from beyond the arc, is getting his best looks now because of the double team on Shaquille O'Neal. And that double is coming as soon as Shaq puts the ball on the floor.
Game tied at 48. Bryant on the pull-up. Lakers back on top, and Bryant starting to get a feel.
You just don't hold this young man down for very long. He has too many ways to score. He's doing it with the jump shot in the early minutes of this third quarter, but that is just a foreign concept to Kobe at this point.
Only 20 years old. Bryant puts up the jumper, hits it. Kobe Bryant comes out sizzling here in the third quarter, and Paul Westphal has to call timeout. Lakers jumped out early in the first quarter, went up by as many as 7. Seattle settled down. Bryant back door, easy as he got away from Gary Payton.
Oh, Gary Payton so intent on getting around and fronting Bryant with the hot hand right now, and good patience by Robert Horry to hold, and then a nice spin without the ball by Bryant.
A 9-0 run by the Lakers. Very unselfish player. Plays both ways. Now guarding Kobe Bryant, trying to cool him down a bit. Bryant again. Kobe Bryant has been brilliant here to start the third quarter.
Remember those 2 earlier games this year at Orlando, at Golden State, when the Lakers were way behind and it became the Kobe Bryant show. But Kobe's got the show going.
Payton throws it away. Underneath to Bryant again. And Kobe Bryant has the last 15 points for the Lakers.
Nobody really realizes it. Where it shows up is there.
Oh, again! And Bryant, unbelievable here in the third quarter. Bryant has the last 17 Laker points.
And he is doing this against good defensive players. Gary Payton, Percy Hawkins, who are paying all kinds of attention to him, up in his face, and I don't think it matters right now. They can't get any kind of continuity going.
Bryant against Hawkins makes the move. Feed underneath to O'Neal and puts it in. Bryant that time with a pretty pass, and the Lakers starting to dominate here in the third quarter. You talk with Derek Harper, the knowledgeable veteran. He says that's what it's all about with this team. And Payton draws the foul on Bryant the other way. But if they sacrifice, good things will happen. Harper brought in partly for his leadership, trying to instill that into some of the younger players like Bryant. Bryant trying to get around Polonius. Travis Knight in the game. O'Neal getting a rest. They go inside. 5 on the shot clock. Bryant, be nice inside tonight. Travis Knight does, and he gets the roll, but that was going to pop out.
Beautiful feed in there by Kobe Bryant.
Payton out to Shrimp. Shrimp trying to save it. He throws it right to Bryant for an easy 2. And the Lakers starting to pour it on, especially Kobe Bryant here in his third quarter. He now has 25 for the game. Kobe
Bryant is playing spectacular basketball in every area right now, and the Sonics can't find a way to score.
Knight going backdoor, but throws it out of bounds with a foul call on Gary Payton. They're saying he held Kobe Bryant, and Payton picks up his third. Sonics not over the limit, so the Lakers will inbound.
Now these two have battled a number of times in the post here. Actually, Kobe got away. I wouldn't call it a hook play with his left arm. And Mike, that was all set up because they had to double Kobe Bryant on the right side of the floor, and then you get the defense out of whack, and that finally gave Rice a good look.
Off balance, puts it in after sending Fisher to the ground. And Gary Payton, his first field goal of the second half. Vin Baker with a big defensive play. Here comes Seattle the other way. Payton stripped for the foul. And Gary Payton will go to the free throw line. penetrating underneath, foul from behind, and Gary Payton will go to the line once again. He's been knocked around all season long, double teamed. As you said, at times, tried to carry the load too much. Payton pushing it up, drives against Bryant, puts it up and in. Gary Payton brings the Sonics within 5. Under 5 minutes remaining. And a timeout call again by the Lakers.
After scoring 19 of his 25 in that third quarter.
Third turnover in the period for the Lakers. Payton with a spin move, puts it up and in. Gary Payton makes it a 3-point game. Payton with 9 of his 24 here in the fourth quarter.
Outstanding defense for them in the first 3 quarters. They got themselves in trouble with silly fouls at the beginning of this fourth quarter, and the Sonics have taken advantage of it by taking the ball to the basket as much as possible, and these are the kind of silly fouls that got them in trouble.
And Bryant picks up another one. That's his 5th. Payton will go to the free throw line.
Kobe Bryant's talking to the officials saying, hey, I'm just trying to be aggressive out there, but you just can't get away with reaching in.
Shrimp with Ori on him. Barry finding Payton. Payton underneath, couple of fakes, puts it up, banks it in. 5-point game, 44.6 remaining. It'll be the same plan right here. Rice ahead of the pack. Sonics need to stop the clock. They kick it out to Bryant. Lakers doing an excellent job. And then Bryant is fouled by Dale Ellis. Bryant has not been to the free throw line. Ellis, by the way, is now fouled out. And this will be Kobe Bryant's first free throw for the season. He's at 84%. Half minute remaining. Payton again pushes it up. They want to score in a hurry. Banks it in. Fox looking for Fisher. Decides not to throw it to him, and wisely, Rick Fox calls a 20-second timeout. And O'Neal not out there right now. Bryant immediately fouled. That perhaps the last player that Paul Westphal wanted to see go to the free throw line. O'Neal 33 points, but he's resting right now. 24.7 remaining. And there's the buzzer. The Lakers with a very important road win as they try to secure that 4th spot. And the Sonics severely damaged their playoff hopes with a tough loss at home, falling 91-84.